What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel, and welcome to another build guide for Remnant 2. Okay, so I think I've got my status damage DoT build kind of in a good place right now. I really wish I could make some great clickbait, kind of a thumbnail with, oh, every attack is going to do 10,000 damage, blah, 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 and all that. But unfortunately, I couldn't get every single attack up to 10,000 damage. I know, so sad. But I could get everything up to at least 6,000 damage per attack. Oh, man. It was so close. It was so close. Unfortunately, the Sparkfire, including the dots, doesn't get up past 7,000 damage consistently per, application of its dot effects. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's on the weekend of this build. Everything else does at least 10,000 damage. So, whatever. Sad day. Anyway, let's get into the build. What have I got going on with this one? This one is going to be using the Ritualist, obviously. The prime perk with this helps out with spreading out the damage, stuff like that. Always very nice, and duration increases are lovely, and yada yada yada. Anyway, I'm also using the Alchemist, mostly just for the damage increase to everything. That and I don't know. I haven't really figured out a great secondary for this, so I just kind of went with the Alchemist because I don't know. Nobody ever uses the Alchemist. Anyway, let's get into the rest of the build. What am I using for weapons? I'm using the Sparkfire shotgun, obviously, and I'm using the Hellfire, which pretty much the only reason why I wanted to use this is because it has better burst DPS over the current Nebula that I'm using. Everybody else is using the Nebula. That's the meta right now. I don't really like using a lot of meta weaponry, but anyway, I mean that's coming from me. I also made a build with the Anguish, so whatever. Screw me, I guess. Anyway, the original thing I was doing with this build was the Corrupted Nebula, because I don't know, I like the Corrupted Nebula over the regular Nebula because again, I'm off meta stuff, whatever, it doesn't matter. Better burst DPS with the Hellfire. What am I using for the melee weapon? Well, I'm using the Krell Axe because, shocker, haha, pun, shocker, the Krell Axe is probably the best elemental melee weapon in the game. I suppose you could also use the Huntress Spear with maybe like searing. Wait, does searing wounds go on melee or does it go on guns? I think it's guns. Yeah, that's guns. Never mind. I guess you could put Shocker on the Huntress Spear if you wanted to, but anyway, yeah, going with that. Okay. What are we going for equipment? We're going for the Energized Neck Coil because that extra 20% explosion does actually add up to a lot, along with the increase to the status damage, obviously. The Timekeeper's Jewel to increase all your duration. This is really the thing that's going to kind of make that damage, make it kind of a set it and forget it type of a deal, especially with something like this, with Twisting Wounds, which will bring your damage duration up to 80 seconds. Yeah, 80 seconds. It's a long time. Other than that, we've got the Ahanai Crystal, which is 5% additional damage for each unique status effect, which is very nice. The Shadow of Misery increases status effect damage by 20%. And the Red Ring of Death, which duplicates the last damaging status, negative status applied to target, reduces outgoing status effect damage by 10%, which is very nice. Can double your DPS in some cases. So yeah, that's the build. As far as the traits are concerned, we've got Affliction and Potency. Those are built in, which is fine. Regrowth, Strong Back, just because I don't know, for some reason with this build I wanted to have a light dodge. So whatever, you can mix and match. Vigor for extra health, mod power generation with Spirit, Expertise, skill cooldowns, Amplitude for area of effect, Recovery for stamina, Footwork for movement speed, and Siphoner for life steal. So not too bad. Probably the only things that are really, I guess, required for this would probably be Spirit, Expertise, probably Amplitude, and then, obviously Affliction, but you're going to have that regardless if you go with this build. What have I got going on for the relic? I'm using the Profane Heart. Lifesteal bonus because I like lifesteal. Elemental damage increase, skill cooldown decrease, weak spot damage. Just I don't know because I couldn't think of a better thing to put there. your uh, your mileage may vary, obviously. Now let's get into this. Why did I say that this is a 6,000 damage build? That's because every single weapon, and I'm going to speed through this here. Yeah, every single weapon is going to do at least 6,000 damage with one instance of damage proc. Let's check this guy out. So yeah, not too bad. I really wish I could say that it was 10k damage per attack, but unfortunately, the Sparkfire just cannot keep up with the rest of them, which, you know, whatever. It is what it is. It's still a great weapon. I don't know, maybe if I put on the abrasive rounds, because that is what I'm using for the mod on this one, abrasive rounds, maybe that would bring it up to 10,000 damage. I don't know, let's check. Yeah, that brought it a little bit over 6,000. Okay, so yeah, I guess technically I could say that this is at least a 10,000 damage build. Oh yeah, I guess I should also show off this. Oh, hang on. It'd help if I reset the target. So yeah, the whole idea behind this build is just damage over time. It's just for the status effects. It's you could definitely use it as a set it and forget it type of a build. Take a shot at a boss, take a shot at an enemy, you know, focus on dodging, defense, yada yada yada, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know, just kind of depends on how you would prefer to do it. But yeah, no, I don't know. This is pretty fun. I've been running around with this for a little bit now in multiplayer and just kind of seeing how it worked out. It's funny, the last time I jumped into a game, I ended up ended up running around with 2 other ritualists, and yeah, everything was getting all the damage. But anyway, there you go. Yeah, 10,600 damage. It kind of hovers around the 10,600, 10,700, that kind of thing. But yeah, there you go. That's my status build. I have no idea what I'm going to call it yet. You know, the hardest part about these build videos is coming up with some kind of a witty, like, tricky name for the, the actual build itself. So I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. But yeah, there you go. That's the status build. Let's go over it one more time. Get the Energized Neck Coil, Timekeeper's Jewel, Ahanai, Crystal, Shadow of Misery, Red Ring of Death. I'm using the Hellfire, the Krell Axe, the Sparkfire Shotgun, and then I'm using the, obviously, the Twisting Wounds, Tainted Blade, Fetid Wounds, along with the Abrasive Rounds mod for the Sparkfire Shotgun. Profane Heart, and you can obviously use whatever traits and whatever, you know, armor you want to wear. I try to make the armor somewhat themed around what I'm doing. But anyway, if you guys liked it, feel free to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, so on and so forth, and I will see you all in the next one. I'm running out of ideas, so if you have any ideas, leave them in the comments. I think maybe the next one I'll take a crack at will be a critical hit build. I'd like to try and get as close to 100% crit as possible. I don't even know if you can. I think there might be a cap on the critical build, or on the criticality, just like with the the damage reduction value. But anyway, whatever. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.